Hey everybody, it's Joe Bear here, your fabulous host of Fashion Minute. Today we're covering the Spring Summer 2026 Loewe collection by Jack McCullough and Lazaro Hernandez. And before we get started, guys, I have to say I'm stupid excited to see this collection. I've been following these guys since they were in New York at Forensic School for years and years, and I'm just stoked to see their new collection for Loewe. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get this review started. Come on. All right, guys, that's my outfit. I'm your Loewe Angel, and guess what? Let's get this review started. Come on. You can take the boys out of New York, but you can't take New York out of the boys. And today, Jack McCullough and Lazaro Hernandez, formerly of Forensic School, debuted their first collection for my beloved Loewe. The duo brought a sizzling New York summer heat with them to Paris, and in a bright and sunny, wet, sleek, colorful freshness, while aiming their lenses toward the artsy contours that Jonathan Anderson enshrined at Loewe, combined with their inherent, commercially centric sensibility of sophisticated playfulness and joy, which translated towards the surface of the collection, the extraordinary vibrancy of the primary and secondary color palette, which drew inspiration from the works of Ellsworth Kelly's artwork entitled Yellow Panel with Red Curve from 1989. That visually told the story of the collection with its vibrant colors, interesting shapes, and the striking contrast. It's like a burst of new ideas and themes for the house, like the added elements of the multi-layered layers to the button-downs and dresses, but in between that, it was like different deviations of patterns and hues that conveyed a sense of this is our chapter and our vision, and it's unflappable, but it's ever evolving, which was really interesting. Just an interesting conversation with those pieces, especially the way they move. I love that. And the color blocking here was just phenomenal, mainly of primary colors, but with a confident play of secondary colors. There's a sort of by the pool, just got out of the pool, wet, sleek nonchalance to the collection, especially the way the models walked. It was like a march. I just got out of the pool, I'm the shit, you looking at my outfit. The opening look is a prime example. The slick back hair, a turtleneck worn over a button down, with the swimwear placed over the button down, with an extraordinary constructed technical feat that was almost seamless, the leather jackets and the shorts. I was completely blown away when I zoomed in to the image and saw how it looked when it was on the body, with barely any seams. And on the sculptural note, there was a real sculptural embodiment essence to the cocktail dresses that resemble porcelain vases, and especially the impressionist baby blue, boy bluish painted panties, floral prints on a black dress. It was just stellar for me. I can sew, so to see the detailing and how they put the leather together like that, you don't really see that that's some really real construction going on. So however they did it, it was like they melded it together and they just put a line or something, because it was just really interesting and unique. And again, for me, that molded leather on the body was absolutely sublime and commercial at the same time. The perforated pants with the pinstripe down the side, that one was really interesting. I'm not sure if it was made of leather or if it was like a mesh, but it was just really cool to just look at visually. There's a unique, crafty, embroidered essence to the collection. The bamboo-shaped beaded fringe skirts that were cut in like horseshoe shape. There was like a section of shirts and tanks and a knit sweater dresses that were crafted from like leather yarn that had been threaded with wire to give them that crinkly wrinkle look. The dresses that were in the shape of a t-shirt but had incredible stiffened drapes to them, like in the folds and creases. That was really right up my alley. I love that kind of stuff. It's just really couture in a way. But whenever like they give you shape, or a designer gives you shape, you really get the essence of how they can actually manipulate fabrics, and it's just really fun to see designers play like that from a sewer's perspective. And I love the ode to the natural with the iterations of prints of the rainbow eucalyptus trees that were on dresses. And the dresses were more of the couture t-shirt shape that I was telling you guys about. They were phenomenal. Like, what? That was just fabulous. And there was also a section of towel-like dresses, but not just any towels thrown onto a bodice. These towels were experiments in themselves, as they were more advanced than what meets the eye, as they were crafted from 3D printed fabric adorned with like a pile that mimicked velvet. Like, mind-boggling stuff to really think about the level of detail that went into something that looks visually simple, but it's not. I love that sort of contextual, you have to really get in and read and understand from the designers what the details were. Also, more technical feats were my favorite pieces of the entire collection were like the jeans that were made of like shredded leather that mimic eyelash fringe in a way, in like light gray, taupe, blue denim, yellow, and my favorite being that zesty orange. It was giving me summer. It was giving me spring. Like I'm ready for those to be on my body. There were even iterations of like elongated leather coats in a similar treatment that were fabulous. I'm ready for that for fall and early spring. I'm just saying, guys. They were truly impressive, and I just want to touch and feel them ever so more than anything that I've seen so far this season. Like, that was really cool. They played directly into the I just got out of the pool and where's my towel ethos. Playing into the sun, there were button downs that were also made in leather, hand pleated and spray painted to give that sun faded ombre patina that was sensational in yellow. And I wish they would have did them in different colors, because those will definitely be top sellers from this collection. The collection was both extraordinarily simplistic, arty in silhouettes, and the bags. Oh my god, the bags and accessories were the real stars of this show. They were amazing, especially that bag with the I want to say it had like a rectangular shape, and it was unzipped, and like you could see the Loewe logo. It was just so good. I want one. I don't know how I'm gonna get me one of those bags, honey. We're getting one of those bags. And back to the bag nostalgia, literally the elongated like leather jacket. There was like again, that's just like this long elongated leather jacket, but like in the back they had like a subversive surprise, and like it had like a drawstring on the rear, like a drawstring pull effect, like that you would have from like one of those bags, like you would just pull it and it would zip up. That's what it had on the back, and that was just incredible to see on the back of a jacket. And it was reminiscent of Loewe's famous flamenco drawstring purse. I literally gagged, as you can tell. Like, I'm obsessed. I want that jacket, but I know knowing Loewe, it's probably about 15 grand. So that ain't happening. But in essence, Jack and Lazlo today removed any hovering cloud of doubt that we all had, and they brought like a bright and sunny, colorful vision for Loewe's future. They definitely deserve that standing ovation that they got at the end. Bravo, boys! You did that. You did that. All right, everybody, that's all there is. There isn't any more. Make sure you guys like, comment, share, and subscribe to all of my channels. I'm on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. And with that being said, I guess I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.